Hello everyone. I know no one comes to my channel for bike things, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Here is a bike check on my 2010 Breadwinner Aufderheide. This is a touring bike. I originally had it in a yellow color, but I sent it back to Breadwinner to get S&S couplers, these guys, so I could split the frame for travel, which I have not used it for yet because I don't know. And yeah, so the S&S couplers allow the bike to be broken down and transported more easily. This is, I have had it more heavily loaded than this, but it's not good. I can also put a pair of panniers on the front. But yeah, this was, I just did an overnight in Morro Canyon, or Crystal Cove, Lower Morro Campground. But anyway, let's take a look at the stuff that's on here. I'll start with the luggage because that's easy. This is a Swift Industries, I believe it's a Paloma bag for randonneuring. Quite nice. I recently replaced a shock cord. There wasn't anything wrong with the stock shock cord except it wore out because it's shock cord. So I replaced it with this yellow, which is a lot easier to see, honestly, while I'm riding. And it's quite, it's very nice. Nice and easy getting inside there to get all my goodies. And carry a variety of things, usually things that I want quick access to. So I don't need quick access to these, but I had a lot of storage on this trip. So sunblock is very important. Also have my knife and corkscrew and spork, very important stuff. Have a crane bell, of course, gotta go with brass. It's such a good sound. Well, not when it's being interfered with, but normally it's such a good sound. Very important to point out the Sesame Fan Club sticker. Thank you. Rivendell, even though I do have a Rivendell now. Obviously it's not this, but I do. My little Vanagon. When I'm not in my Vanagon. Oops. Oh, well, you saw it. You believe it. Believe it. All right, what else? The crank. This is a Velo Orange New Rando. This has the old ass super small BCD, so you can put, well, it came with these chain rings, but you can run really small chain rings if you want. I just have it as a 4630. I think that's fine. These time pedals. Some people think it's funny that I use clipless on kind of an older style bike, but it works. I might switch these over to platforms for convenience. What do we got? We got a Diore, yeah, Shimano Diore derailleur just for range. Works totally fine, never had an issue with it. Of course, down to friction shifters, no indexing here, not necessary in my opinion. That's the drivetrain. On the front I also have a Sun hub for electricity, which is nice. Powering this bad boy for light, which is quite nice. Also, I could have possibly tried to do some internal wiring. I didn't want to on this bike, but this does go back to here. This light works great. Great setup. I have Hanjo fenders, hammered, of course. I should probably polish these. I somehow got a dent here. Don't know how, but it's there. Topic pump, frame pump. It's quite useful. I've used it quite a bunch, and it's, of course, painted to match the frame. Gotta do it. What else do we got? Tektro levers, nothing fancy, because I don't have integrated shifting. Brooks leather bar tape. This is, I don't use leather for a lot of stuff, but for high wear stuff, saddles and tape, I do this, well, for touring. This is like 3,000 miles of wear, so it's keeping pretty good. Brooks saddle, nice and broken in. Oh yeah, the bags. I didn't even get to all the bags. Swift Industry panniers on the back. I don't remember the size on these. They're not the juniors. I do have a set of juniors for the front. But yeah, these are nice. I put wine bottles back here on the trip. That was a hoot. One in each. It was very good. I have sleeping bag and mat, sleeping mat in here. And then I have my tent and all my tent stuff in there. Works great. This I just used for light stuff. This is a Bags by Bird, BXB, yeah. Great little tail bag. And I use it with a Bagman rack, so that's plenty of clearance. I ride on, this is a 60 centimeter frame, so no worries here. Just a voile strap on the bottom, pretty easy. Of course, I have my mug. This lets everyone know that you're a cool guy and that you go camping. This is not very aerodynamic. I turn it around when I need to get serious. Paul, I think these are the Neo Retros. Yeah, these are Neo Retros in the back. And then at the front, I have a Mini Moto. The reason was I was getting weird shutter. I was getting weird shutter on braking, so this attempts to solve that. Chris King headset, Velo Orange Decalure for the bag, Velo Orange stem. I think that's kind of it. Oh, the racks are Tubus. Tubus rack, rock solid. Never had a single issue with them. Just great. I haven't been able to go on a ton of tours with this bike, but enough to know it's a winner. I love it. 3,000 miles. 3,300 actually. But hopefully I will get many more miles on it in the years to come because it's a great bike. Thanks for watching.